In this video, we will continue our discussion about scale, focusing on area as it relates to models. We will start with an outline of these two square shapes. We will use the dimensions of these two squares to find the area of each of them. As seen, the larger square has a length of 1 inch and the smaller square has a length of 1 centimeter. The larger square has a width of 1 inch and the smaller square has a width of 1 centimeter. For this video, we will simplify area to equal length multiplied by width. That being said, the larger square has an area of 1 square inch. The smaller square has an area of 1 square centimeter. Now that we've demonstrated how to find the area of the squares, we will continue by adapting what we know to scale. As a side note, our previous video introducing scale will be linked in the description. For this example, we will again start with two squares. In our previous example, the two squares represented two different sizes with two different units of measurements. In this example, we will use the same unit of measurement and compare the two squares to each other. We can see the large square has a length of 10 centimeters and a width of 10 centimeters. We can also see the smaller square has a length of 1 centimeter and a width of 1 centimeter. So at this point, even without calculating the area, we can see that this demonstrates a scale of 1 to 10. Now we're ready to calculate area. We can see the larger square has an area of 100 square centimeters. The smaller square has an area of 1 square centimeter. Now with this example, we can compare the dimensions as well as the total area for each square. At a scale of 1 to 10, each dimension of length or width is 10 times smaller or 10 times larger depending on if you're scaling up or scaling down. You can also see that at a scale of 1 to 10, the area itself is not 10 times smaller or 10 times larger. So when scaling models, single dimensions like length or width must be scaled first before you can use them to calculate area. Now we have two squares at a scale of 1 to 12. We can see that the larger square has a length of 12 centimeters and a width of 12 centimeters. We can also see the larger square has an area of 144 square centimeters. Again, at a scale of 1 to 12, the width or length is 12 times larger or 12 times smaller between the two squares. That being said, we can also see that scaling up or scaling down must be done with one dimension at a time. Once scaled, you can then use the new scaled dimensions to calculate area. In this example, we can see that the larger square has a length of 160 inches and a width of 160 inches. The smaller square has a length of 160 centimeters and a width of 160 centimeters. We can see that both squares use two separate units of measurement. Because of this, the numbers alone may seem similar, but they are still a different size because of the different units of measurement. Now let's look at the data for each individual square. We can see how scale affects each dimension of the length and width. As related to scale, we can also see that the data for area depends on first scaling one dimension at a time, then calculating area. Although these are simple examples, this could easily apply to scale modeling. There are times when you may want to measure the area of a building and then scale it down. Keeping in mind the ideas in this video, we can transfer the dimensions to scale and then calculate the area as needed. Thank you for watching this video about area and scale in modeling. We're just getting started, so if you haven't yet, subscribe now. Comments and likes are welcome.